Hi bro, in today's video I'm going to give you all of the sauce, all of the tips and tricks you need to increase your dip PR just instantly, just by doing these things. These are not specific exercises to improve your dips, but it's the small things, your hand placement, where you put your elbows, how you put your scapula. Every single one of these little things will have drastic results. The first thing we are going to go over is your hand placement. Most people grip the bar like this or like this that you do on the bench press, but this is completely inefficient. A better way to explain it is that you shouldn't grip the bar like this or like this that you do on the bench press. You need to grip the bar, I'm going to show you in a minute, like this. It might sound a bit counterintuitive having the bar over here, resting on these two muscles on your hand, but you will see what kind of difference it makes. So how you grip the bar? You put your hand like this, you put a bunch of chalk on it because you really don't want your hand to slip. So you put it just like this, and then you wrap your thumb around, something like this, so it just prevents your hand from slipping. And then you don't grip the bar like this, like the entirety of your fingers touches it, but your pinky touches it, and these two fingers just wrap around it a little bit, just like this. This is the perfect grip for dips. Now I will also show you the second technique, and then I will explain to you how exactly does this grip work. The next technique is when the bar is resting over here, you are not applying pressure to the bar with these two muscles. You are only doing it with this one muscle. It's pretty challenging to notice at first, but this is how you grip the bar until this day. And from now on, this is how you grip the bar. And you apply pressure to the back of your hand. You can see the angle difference. This is the first one. And this is the second one. Your hands are a lot straighter. And this is why you should have your arms straight, and the technique just revolves around this. Is that it's pretty easy to extend lock out your elbow when it's just down here, but when it is up here, it is pretty hard to lock out. And if you are leaning forward, the hardest part of the dip is over here, and you are leaning forward and you are trying to press it is really, really hard. But if you are straight and you are pressing it, you just lock out your elbows really, really easily. You can see it over here even better. This is your regular dip. You go down, and then you go up, and you are constantly leaning forward. And this is the advanced dip. You see how straight you are. You go down and you push, this is really important, you push your elbows back more. And then you just push out your elbows. Now the third tip, this is really, really easy to explain. It is when you are going up in the dip to focus on bringing your elbow joint forward. So you are not focusing on just pushing the dip up, but you are focusing on driving your elbows forward, like this. So you are not focusing on pushing, you are focusing on go down, and you go up and you push your elbows in. This is what keeps you from failing, and this is what allows you to do these crazy ass grinds, like a 10-second grind on dips. I have a video like this. I'm just grinding and I'm trying to just push the elbow joint forward, drive it forward. And this battle between me and my tricep. This next tip, you can only see it from the back. This is also really, really quick, is to drive your elbows in and together. Because if you do dips like I used to do back in the day, when you go down and then your elbows flare to the side because you have the grip like on the bench press, you are gripping the bar like this, and it makes your elbows flare out. This is going to cause so much shoulder pain because you are just pushing like this and you are literally squishing your shoulders together, creating so much unnecessary tension. So if you keep your elbows together, so you go down, focusing on it, and then you go up and you keep your elbows together, you don't flare them out, keep them there, and you push out, and this prevents you from completely destroying your shoulders. For this next one, you absolutely need to listen up, because this was an absolute game changer for me. If you follow me on Instagram, and you can see, by the way, you should definitely follow me on Instagram because I post reels, like motivational reels, also educational reels I started posting right now, and stories, like 10 stories a day, so you can really see what I'm actually training in the day and my lifestyle and my habits that I do that are making me the man that I am right now. So if you don't follow me, it's the first link in the description. You should definitely give me a follow. So if you follow me, you can see that I do this technique on dips. I go and I hit almost 90 degrees and then I go down really quick. In street lifting, you need to get your hips below the bar. So I do that. I keep straight, I put my hips below the bar, and then I keep my hips almost in the exact same point, and then I just hit the depth like this. You are actually going to need tons and tons of practice. To this day, I still can't get the depth correctly. I still go deeper than I should. So you should put a mirror in front of you and you watch yourself. And when you see that you are in about this angle, you dip quickly and then you try to push out, implement all of the steps. Keep your elbows together and focus on pushing your elbows out in front of you. Now lastly, a quick guide on where should you keep your scapula. You should have your feet elevated so much that you can get into your posture and then you can just boom and hang on the dip bars like this. Because if you are down here trying to get up really hard and then you just completely destroy your posture, that's not the way. Just pick a dip bar that you can casually get to like this. So what I do is that I push my scapula down. The first thing is putting it down. The next thing, when you go onto the dip bar and you hang the weight, before you start doing the rep, you quickly get a hunch like this. So you keep your shoulders down and then you do a quick hunch like this and really contract your core. You need to keep your core contracted because if you load up like 110 kilograms in the future, not right now, as I do, logically it's pretty hard to keep yourself together and not just rip yourself apart. That's why you need to have your core really tense. So your core is tense all throughout. You get your hunch, and then you go down like this. So now let's rewind everything you just learned. You grab the dip bar with this special type of grip. I have like grip rings over here so I can see. My thumbs on the grip rings. Hook my thumbs, grab the dip bars, really feel all my weight on the back of my hand. Push my shoulders down. Protract my scapula, get a little bit of a hunch. Go down. Quickly lock in the 90 degrees and then try to keep your elbows together and push them out. I also forgot to mention why you should do this hunch. Because if you do dips like this, almost all of the strength comes from your front delts. And if you're not stupid, you probably know that your chest is a lot bigger and stronger than your front delts. So when you do this, it moves a lot of the tension and stress from your front delts to your chest. And your chest can handle it better. So bro, if you manage to stick to this part of the video, I really appreciate you. You have a golden tier attention span because most people these days can't even pay attention for like 5 minutes. I hope you found these tips useful, and if you want one-on-one help from me, make sure to check the second link in the description. That is my one-to-one coaching. Bye. Take care.